as the curtains of Solomon. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Qadash, as the curtains of Solomon. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Clothes with a garment down to the foot. Lil' mama came back and took another look. Them fringes and them studs probably got her shook. But all I can tell her, I am not a crook. Whole team winning. Can't do it by myself, I brought my whole team with me. Tonight I need some help, I plan on killing these niggas. And I ain't talking murder, shorty feeling these niggas. I know she probably heard of us, One West, Harlem, New York, since 1969. Looking for an Israelite woman that I can get behind. Take her to the promised land. Show her good niggas exist. Fuck what her mama saying. You understand? Listen. Fourth dimension blue is my cologne. All I did was say shalom, and she offered me a phone number. Especially when I'm in the zone, I tell fire to the moon, girl, you playing with the wrong. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. And you ain't never seen nothing like it with a drip so hard. Made her straight, she was dying cause a nigga cold as ice and sharper than a knife. I could change your whole life just by making you my white man. Look, that nigga got the boots, beard sprays, man. Look, that nigga got the garment with the shades, man. Look, that nigga got the spikes on his armband, and he got the Sheila David on his charm, man. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, my lady in the dress, they hating, we dead fresh. I'm making their ass sweat with all this masculinity. I can tell she feeling me, my swag on infinity. And this ain't something you can buy. They asking who am I? I traded in my suit and tie. And I just got a garment from the captain. Catch me in the club smelling like black. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold and studs of silver. Hebrew drip.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they killing black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. Even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares, now on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah, and it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house, and I'm handing verdicts out. Get ranked, you ain't heard a clout, without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket off us. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Tell the people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, U.P.K turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boot shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with O'Shea's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I met manager YAHANNA, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me, opened the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know, you do your time, we taking them out and training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause, it's the reason I'm alive. Up, thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop it, ass shit. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone. Boy, ass shit, stop it, ass shit. Props. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and no, boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be low to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Yahshua, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, one west, yeah, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing games. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. U.P.K, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine. Came up from the dust, now you see the shine. Ain't no cowards in my camp, all we know is grind. Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Yahshua, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me.
What is verse 2 when it's game time? Shield of David, no gang sign. Nothing but truth that we bring to you. Change on the spirit, we breaking loose. Repent for your sins and from within. Become a new man and then you stand for all the people who need you. Damn right we gon' teach him. Cause the preacher man be lying, telling all them lies, but he still wants your ties for the new car he drives. It's not time that we wake up. Ain't no devil gon' save us. All we need is the truth. 144 in them boots.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Yahshua, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me.
All right, hey, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thumb by Shem Yahweh to all the sisters. Yahweh Shemar Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. All right, I'm preaching officer Isupk. We are back at it again with the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class. We missed last week due to the cookout in New York, which is amazing. You know what I'm saying? If you ever nearby a I.S.U.P.K cookout, man, you definitely is one stop you want to make. You want to get to an I.S.U.P.K cookout, man, because you know nothing but brotherhood, nothing but sincerity and brotherly love around, you know, brothers and sisters. So you know what I'm saying, like words can't explain. You know what I'm saying? Never experienced anything like it in your life. You know what I'm saying? Outside the truth. Every cookout you ever been to is either a fight broke out, niggas got too drunk, somebody ended up dead. You know what I'm saying? Or going to jail, or all the above. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's good to see that we finally putting an end to that trend, to that cycle. You know what I'm saying? We're putting an end to that cycle, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to that New York camp. You know what I'm saying? All of Harlem, all of Boogie Down Bronx, all the where else we got? Brooklyn. Man, there's brothers from all over New York out there. You know what I'm saying? And then all types of brothers and sisters from all over the map. You know what I'm saying? All over the country. You know what I mean? So with that being said, all right, we're gonna get into some Hebrew. That's what this class is all about. Learning the Hebrew, teaching it to your children. You understand? Just like as if it was your ABCs. You want to teach this in your household, so that way you get accustomed to speaking Hebrew in your household. You get accustomed to understanding Hebrew when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like any other language. You start to pick up on words. And the more you pick up on those words, the more you use them, the more fluent you become in that language. For instance, Spanish. You understand? I've wanted to learn Spanish for a long time because I grew up around Spanish-speaking people. I grew up around Creole-speaking people as well. So these are languages that I started to get hints of, you know what I'm saying? The more I was around, the more I started to pick up on those words, you understand? Because they got used more often. Then I started to apply myself and started to, try to, respond to whatever they're saying. I would ask them, how would I respond to that? And they would tell me. You understand? So that's what the whole method is, man. That's what we basically gonna do today. Go over make up some phrases using our vocabulary words. You understand? If you hit me up about the vocabulary word sheet and you didn't get it yet, just hold tight. I will be sending it to you. So just hold tight. The water for your patience. All right. If you in the class, hit that link. Hit that StreamYard link. Also hit the sign-in sheet. Make sure you sign in there for class if you don't have a Hebrew name. It's important because it goes to your credits. You understand? We all can see how diligent you are in coming into class. You understand? Just being here doesn't mean anything. You have to sign in. You got to make sure that it's just like attendance. You understand? If you don't show up on that attendance in your school, in your public school, you understand, you're not going to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying, for lack of better words. So you definitely want to be hitting that sign-in sheet. All right. Let me see if I got any questions. Ain't really nobody on yet, so no questions. I think Crystal Moore is probably the only sister in here. Shalom. All right. So first things first, like we always do, we want to get this alphabet on the board because the number one key to learning a language is learning its alphabet. All right. All right. So we have A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. The entire Hebrew alphabet consists of hard A sounds, given the I. All right. Is the only other character that does not have an ah. Every other character has an ah sound. And then this character has a taza sound. So it's a two-part, really you could say sa. All right. You could say sa. Like Officer Sharatza, you could pronounce his name Sharatza. Or my name, I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that this can be pronounced. But because we're learning Hebrew and we want it to be distinctive, we typically want to pronounce the taza or taza, right? It can be pronounced sa, which is how a lot of phonetic languages sound, right? Sa, like that taza would be sa. It would kind of make a T-S-A sound, sa, right? So my name would kind of be I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Don't call me I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? But I'm just giving you an example. That's how it could be pronounced. It's kind of like, not sure what Asian language specifically, but if you ever heard of General Tso's chicken, General Tso, spelled General T-S-O. So, all right, General Tso, all right. It's just a little tip, right? But anyway, that's what the language consists of. Hard ah sounds. You understand? No e's. All right. No e sound. No o sound. All right. No eh sounds. No a sounds. Okay, and I challenge any of you Yiddish speakers to challenge me on this. You understand? Because I will go into the records. I will go into your scholars' notes. I'll take your scholar's notes and show you how Yiddish is not Hebrew at all, and your scholars admitted it. Your scholars said themselves what do they call it? The modern Hebrew and the Yiddish language is not Hebrew at all, because it does not consist of these sounds. When back in the time when this was written, when this language was established, there were only sounds like this. There were only these sounds. Jewish people turned these sounds, they did what was called adding imposed vowels. Imposed vowels. This is when to impose something is to add something that's not there. So that's what it means to add an imposed vowel. There are no vowels that make the sounds that they wanted to make, so they impose it. They add an E sound or an O sound, E sound or an A sound. All right? This is not the language that they ask any Jewish scholar, and they will tell you the same thing. They will use this exact term, imposed vowel, because for some reason, Amalek is LGBT and wants to sing every damn thing. You understand? They want to turn the language into a song and change the way it's pronounced. That is not how Hebrew was ever pronounced. It's not how the Lashawan Qadash was ever pronounced. Okay? All right. Sorry about that. Does anyone have any questions so far? No questions? All right, no sweat. So let's move on. Let's real quick cover our numbers so that we don't forget those as well. All right. 1. Akkad. 2. Shanya. 3. Shalash. 4. Arabai. 5. Kamash. Chamash. 6. Shasha. 7. Shabbat. It's like if you can't see it. Slide here. All right. All right. 7 is Shabbat. 8 is Shema Wana. 9 is the Shai. 10 is Aishara. So that's 1 through 10. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shemawana, Tashai, and Aishara. That's 1 through 10 in the Hebrew. Let's see. If you don't have it already, make sure you write this in your notes. Any questions so far? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Make sure I ain't talking to myself in here. I guess everybody's a Hebrew scholar. Nobody ever got questions. Okay. So now, let's do 10 through, let's see, what should we go to? 100. 10 to 100. So we got 1 to 10. Next, we're going to do 10 to 100. All right, this is 10. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. You want to always remember 10 because it's repetitive. You won't have any choice but to remember 10 because you're going to see it a lot. And this is a good way to learn, numbers, so that when we read it in the Sabbath service, which I don't think we'll be reading the Sabbath service. We probably won't be having it down here in Palm Beach, but there will definitely be a Sabbath service. All right. So when we're reading it in the Hebrew, you'll be able to identify these numbers. You understand? When you see them, I-S-H-U-K, you'll be able to know what that word means. You gotta pay attention when you hear it, so that you know that this is saying a number. You know what I'm saying? It can slip by you very quick. All right, so 10 is I-S-H-U-K. And 11 Akkad I-S-H-U-K. All right. 10 is I-S-H-U-K. 11 is Akkad I-S-H-U-K. Oh man, we got my man. What? Got my man.
Shalom.
What's going on, Hebrew?
Everything too wild, sir.
Yeah, man, everything too wild. Good seeing you at the cookout, man. It was brief. It was brief, but it was worth it.
God on God.
Come on. All right, so we had 12, right? Shanya I-S-H-U-K. Shanya I-S-H-U-K. You see the connectors, so you know it's Shanya I-S-H-U-K. All all right, which is 12. And by now you can see a pattern. Akkad Asherah, Shanya Asherah. Akkad means what? 1. Shanya means 2. So all we're doing is adding 2 to 10, which is Asherah. 1 and 10, 2 and 10. All right? So that's the pattern that we're going to go. But pay attention. All right, so now we have 12. Next we have 13. All right. 13. All right. Shalash Asherah. All right. 3 and 10. Shalash is 3. Asherah is 10. You add them together, it's 3 and 10. Shalash Asherah. 13. All right. 14 is Arabai Asherah. Arabai is 4. Asherah is 10. It's 4 and 10 is 14. Arabai Asherah. This is really the easiest way. This is the easiest numerical system. You know what I'm saying? It's easier than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is simpler than that because all you're doing is repeating 1 through 9 and adding Asherah to it. It's all you're doing. It's not hard at all. So you started off Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabash, Kamash, Shashah, Shabbat, all the way down to 10 when you get to Asherah. Then you just add Asherah and start over. Akkad, Asherah, Shanya, Asherah, Shalash, Asherah, Arabai, Asherah, Kamash, Asherah. All right? Kamash, Asherah. It's very easy to get. As long as you know 1 through 9 and 1 through 10, all you gotta do then is add Asherah. 15. Kamash is 5. Asherah is 10. Right. Shashah Asherah. 16. Shashah is 6. Asherah is 10. And really, if you think about it, in English, it's basically the same thing, right? But 11, instead of saying 1 teen or 2 teen, you got 11, 12, 13, which would be like 3 teen, right? 14, 15 or 5 teen, 16, 17. The only thing is they added another E to 10 and made it teen. 16 instead of 610. 17 instead of 710, which is what this is. 710 or 610. Shasha Aishara. So it's easier. We got it easy. Our language is very easy. Not hard at all. Very simple. Shabbai Aishara 17, 7 and 10. Shabbai Aishara. All right, Shema Wana Aishara, which is 18. Shema Wana is 8. Aishara is 10. 8 and 10, 18. Shema Wana Aishara. All right, 19 is the Shai Aishara, because the Shai is 9 and Aishara is 10. 9 and 10, 19. The Shai Aishara. Now, pay attention. Okay, 20. All right, 20. 20 is Aishara, Yum. Aishara, Yum. All right, you see what we did? We added a yum. What is a yum? What does yum mean? What does yum do to a word at the end?
So like it makes it plural?
Right. It makes it plural. So instead of it being singular, it becomes plural. It's no longer 10, which is Aishara, but now it's more than 1 10 or 2 10s, which is 20. It's the equivalent of 20 in this case. Aishara, Yum. Aishara, Yum. Pluralizes the word. Pluralizes Aishara, and now it's more than 1 10, it's 2 10s, which is 20. So that's 1 through 20. And so now you would repeat the same thing you did with Akkad Aishara, from Akkad Aishara all the way down to 9, which will be Akkad Aishara Yum. You understand? Because Aishara Yum is 20. So instead of saying Aishara, which is 10, you would say Arabai Aishara Yum. And you do that all the way through the 20s till you get to 9. Just like you did with the teens. Just like you did with 110 and 210, 310, all the way down. You would put 120, 220, 320. Akkad Aishara Yum. Shanya Aishara Yum. Shalash Aishara Yum. You understand? Which will be 20 to 29. All right? So now, we put 20 back up on the board. 20 is Aishara Yum, correct? Hold on. Just so everybody can see the difference. Ashara Yum is 20 instead of 10. All right. So next we'll go to 30. All right. Now pay attention to this. It's no longer Aishara Yum, which is what 20 is, but now Shalash Yum. All right. 30. Shalash is 3. Yum makes it a pluralizes it, right? So instead of it's not 33 though, or it's not 3 threes, or 2 threes, not multiple threes, but now Shalash Yum represents 30. All right. We got I Shara Yum. And then we have Shalash Yum. Okay. That's how you write 30. 40 is similar. But instead of Shalash Yum, it's Arabai Yum. Again, you notice the pattern. What's the pattern?
I don't want the yum at the end.
Right. All you're doing is adding that same number that you started with when you counted from 1 to 10. Add that same number. Shalash.
Right.
Shalash is 3, and you add a Yum. A Rabbi is 4, and you add Yum. And that makes 40.
Salaki. So the fifth one is the Chamash Yum.
Say it again.
Chamash Yum for 50.
Right. Chamash Yum. What about 60?
60 would be Shasha Yum.
Exactly. Shah Yum. 70.
Some would be Shabai Yom.
Right. Shabayim is 70. All right. 80.
Shemawana Yom. Shemawana Yom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 90.
90 is Sashai Yom. Sashai Yom.
You want to give a shot at 100?
Kanokan. Aisharayim.
You smart. Oh, you got these notes already.
I do have them.
Yep.
I don't have them with me.
Oh, no. But this one is actually not Aisha Young. It's 20. My bad. 100. Hold up. I'm writing the wrong thing. That's not correct. 100. You said what did you say it was?
Aisharayim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. That's 20. Asherayim is 20, right?
Ah.
It is tricky. It is a tricky one.
It is tricky. Yeah. Because I have Aishara by itself as 10.
Yeah, Aishara is 10. But remember, Aishara Yum made that 10 multiply.
Right.
It made it plural. So now that represents our 20. 100 is different.
Would it be a Achad Yum?
Nope. But that's a good guess. I'm gonna give it to you. Unless somebody else want to try. Ooh. I had to walk away for that one. Crystal Morris in the building. That's right. Ma'ah. Ma'ah is 100. Give it up. There it is. All right. So now, if I may, right? Same thing we did for the 20s. We would do that for the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Add the first number to the beginning, right? So right here, if you wanted to say 31, the same thing, right? Achad, let me write a different color. Right? No, it's not where I wanted to put it. Hold on. That would be 21. Akkad Shalashim. Akkad Shalashim is what?
31.
Right. Akkad Shalashim is 31. Let's see.
So what about 101?
I got you. So real quick, Kamash Arabayim is anybody want to guess what a Kamash Arabayim is?
Kamash it 51?
Try again. Kamash Arabayim.
Kamash Arabai. 54?
You're mixing it up. What does Arabayim mean?
40?
Right. So Kamash Arabayim is what? If Arabayim is 40, what is Kamash Arabayim? You're gonna add, basically what all you're doing is add this to Arabayim. So it's Kamash and Arabayim. What is Arabayim? 40. What is Kamash?
50.
Nope. Kamash Yum is 50.
5.
Right. Kamash is 5. So what would it be?
It'll be 45.
45. That's correct. Kamash Arabayim 45. So now you would do that for each number 1 to 9. On each of these from 20, 30, 40, 50, you just add whatever number you're at the beginning of it. Of course, we read in Hebrew, so we read from right to left, right? So you would add the number here that adds to the Yum number. Kamash Yum, right? Shalash Kamash Yum is 56. Shasha, did I say that right? Shasha Kamash Yum is 56. All right. Now, Ma'ah, same concept applies. If you want to say 101, you would say Akkad. Ma'ah. Akkad Ma'ah. 1 in 100. 1, 100. 1 in 100. Akkad Ma'ah. Akkad Ma'ah. If you wanted to say 111, what would that be?
That would be 111. It would be Achad Asharma'a.
Right. You got to clean up the way you said it a little bit, I think, but that would be Akkad Aishara Ma'ah. Akkad Aishara Ma'ah. So it's 11 and 100. So 1 and 10 and 100. Akkad Aishara Ma'ah. Akkad Aishara Ma'ah. Right? 120 will be what?
Which would be Aisharayam Ma'ah.
Right. Aisharayam Ma'ah. Aisharayam Ma'ah. 120 or 20 and 100. 20 and 100, which is the way a lot of times the Bible states the numbers. All right, whenever you're reading in the Bible is saying a number, it always says it like 2 and 30 men. You know what I'm saying? 5 and 100 cities or whatever. You know what I'm saying? 5 and 100 cities. Why? Because that's how it's written in Hebrew. Aishara Yum Ma'ah. 20 and 100. Okay? So you would do that all the way up. You're basically repeating every step we just did and adding Ma'ah at the end. All the way from 1. Start back all the way from 1. Akkad Ma'ah. Shalash Ma'ah. I'm sorry, Shanya Ma'ah, Shalash Ma'ah, Arabai Ma'ah, Kamash Ma'ah, Shasha Ma'ah, Shabai Ma'ah, Shamawana Ma'ah, the Shai Ma'ah, right? And then Aishara Ma'ah, 110. Shanya Aishara Ma'ah, Shalash Aishara Ma'ah, Arabai Aishara Ma'ah, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. You're counting. But the simple part about it is all you're doing is repeating the same word and adding your next decibel or whatever you want to call it into it. Right? Wherever you at, if you start at Ashira, that's 10, then you add Yum and that makes it 20, you add Ma'ah and that makes it 120. So all you're doing is counting up from there. You can count as far as you can go. It's just like counting in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 101, 102, 103, 120, 123, 124, 125, 150, 200, 230, 231, 200, you know what I'm saying? It's the same concept, except, you're using, it's just in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you'll probably have to get used to is the Aishara Yum and then Shalash Yum, right? So instead of it being Shanya Yum, it's Aishara Yum. You would think it would be Shanya Yum because that's 2, and then you add Yum to just like you would with the Shalash. But that's not how it goes in Hebrew. Again, you gotta keep in mind also, this does not mean 20. So it's not like a translation of the word 20. This is the number. 20 is a number, and the way you write the number is Aishara Yum. That's what you have to understand about translations. The language of another language, the way that another language is pronounced or written has nothing to do with the other language. This is just how they wrote it because this is their language, and it means the same as this. I hope everybody can understand that. This is how we know what 20 is. This is 20. Like if I was to write it in numericals, this would be 20. There's no spelling of it. It's just a 2 and an O. But this is how we would write it. Aishara Yum, 20. All right. It's like when you think about Hebrew, you gotta understand that it's simpler. Everything now was something either added to it or changed into this. I'm saying they changed words into this, and that means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. All right, it's just something. A lot of these names come from gods, like they're Greek gods and Roman gods and stuff. So you see like 70 and 60. These are names that they got from gods.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So they're just naming these numbers after their gods. They named 6 and 7 after their gods. You get what I'm saying? All of these are named after their gods, whereas ours are simple characters that have a sound and they mean this. That's it. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Damn right, I don't want. It's like the days of the week.
Exactly. The days of the week. It's not like, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. It's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. It's very simple. That's it. Akkad Yawam. Or Yawam Akkad. However you would say it. You know what I'm saying? Like one day is Akkad Yawam. Or day 2 would be Yawam Sanya. Go ahead.
So does Shabbat translate to a number, or is it just a rest day?
So Shabbat, yeah, that's just the rest day. That's just the day of rest. I mean, you can say, I guess you could probably, I have not seen, like, even if you go Okay, I guess if you go to Genesis, it'll say on the 7th day he rested. You'll see 7 in Yawam, right? You'll see Shabbai Yawam. So that would be the 7th day, but we just call it the Shabbat because that's the day that the Lord said to rest. You know what I'm saying? So we call it the Shabbat. Not to be confused with Shabbat, because Shabbat is a totally different word. I think I went over this before. I'll go over it again just to keep y'all refreshed on it. This is Shabbat. Right? And then this is Shabbat. Do anybody know what Shabbat means? Crystal Moore, it wouldn't translate to 40 and 5. It would really translate to 5 and 40. Technically. You know what I'm saying? But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's 40 and 5, but the way that it's written in Hebrew, I don't know if you're talking about the way it's written in the Bible. I'm not really sure. Maybe I might be mistaken. It could be 40 and 5 written in the Bible, but I recall it being like, you know, when you see it in the Bible, it's like 5 and 40. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have to pull it up in the scriptures, but you're not wrong. It's just not technically how it's spelled. Anybody know what Shabbat? No H, right? No, not the th, but the t. Shabbat, right? You right. This is Shabbat. You see, it's a different character than this. Two different characters. They look similar. It's a different character. This is the ta. This is the tha. You got the Shabbat, and then you got the Shabbat. What is a Shabbat? Anybody know? On once? On twice? Don't sweat. I'll tell you. Shabbat, tribe or family. Or stock. Like wood. Right? Branch. Okay, all of these words mean Shabbat. Whereas Shabbat means what? What does Shabbat mean? Rest. All right. Shabbat means rest. So, not to be confused, right? So, I just want to make sure everybody understands this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference. There's a big difference. Not Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? For you fake Israelite groups that say Shabbat Shalom, that means nothing. You're saying rest in tribe, rest in family. All right, or you're not even saying rest, really. I mean, you're not even saying not rest. I'm sorry. You're saying you're trying to say tribe peace, but you know, even Shalom is wrong. And the white man did the Jewish man will tell you that's wrong because he put that wa in there so it could be pronounced shalom. And again, there's no O sounds. There's no O sounds, and there's definitely no O with a W sound. You get what I'm saying? But they imposed the vowel there so they could pronounce it shalom, and you simple Negroes turned around and said shalom. One, because you don't know anything. You think it's just like you ever had like a relative who will add an R to a word that doesn't have an R because they don't want to sound ignorant, but then they make themselves sound more ignorant. That's what they're doing. They're trying to not sound ignorant by pronouncing that wa, when you sound ignorant for pronouncing the Y, because Amalek put that Y in there as an imposed vowel so he can say shalom. You need to study your Hebrew. You need to study your Hebrew. This is why we have Hebrew classes, so you can know why Amalek is doing what he's doing to our language, what it means, how to understand why we don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Why we don't say shalom or shalom. There's a reason why we don't say shalom, because it's an imposed vowel that didn't exist when Adam wrote it. Didn't exist when Adam spoke it. It didn't exist when Noah got on the ark. All right? It didn't exist when Jacob found his wife. It didn't exist then. They weren't saying shalom. They weren't saying shalom. They were saying shalom. Simple. All right?
Salaka.
Go ahead.
So how do you say day of rest?
You would say, I mean, there's a couple ways that I would say it. To be straight to it, you could just say Shabbat Yom, which would translate to rest day. All right.
The water, sir.
Huh?
The water, sir.
And the bar. All right. You could say resting day, or I mean, yeah, I think that's. I don't think I would put. I don't think there's a rule for it, but I don't think I would put like Yom Ma Shabbat, right? But maybe you can. I'm not really sure of a rule on that. But Yom Ma Shabbat would be like day of rest. Yom Ma Shabbat. I don't think there's a rule against that. So you probably do that. I'll ask. I think I should write that down to ask. But yeah, I'm not familiar if there's a rule against that. I don't know if I've seen that in the Tanakh. But come to think about it, let me see. Let's go to it. Let's go to the BLB real quick. Yeah, I'll just go to Genesis. And go to the 7th day, which is chapter 2, right? And on the 7th day, okay, now I think that the rest, Sabbath rest. I see Sabbath of rest. I'm not finding day of rest.
I don't find it either. I don't. The closest I found is Leviticus 23:3.
What does it say?
It says day is the Sabbath of rest.
All right, yeah. And what do you see it in Hebrew? Like, what does it say in Hebrew?
Let me look that up for you.
That's what I was seeing. I seen Exodus and all that. Yeah, Shabbat one. Shabbat one. Hey, 7 Shabbat is very similar to Shabbat. Let me see if the origins go back to it's like Shabbat Yom 7. Yeah, the root word etymology is Shabbat, primitive root, swear, jur, swear, to take an oath. Okay. So Shabbat means the root of the word Shabbat is to swear, take an oath. So it doesn't really have anything to do with rest or 7. I mean, that's what the day is called, so we'll call it that. But
I don't want to have 87677 for Shabbat one.
Okay.
For of rest.
Right. That's of rest, right? So Shabbat one, maybe that's what is better. Shabbat one. Let me think. Shabbat one.
So would it be Yawam Shabbat one?
Shabbat one. I don't know the rule because there's rules to it. You feel me? So that could be correct because what's it called? I mean that it could be correct, but I'm not really sure because you're saying Yawam Shabbat one, where that one was Shabbat or Shabbat one. Shabbat one, I believe, is like a title, right? Like the rest, the one is like a title. I gotta double check on that.
It's H7677.
Yeah, I'm about to ask Officer Hazahab or someone more knowledgeable than me. I believe the one is more like it's a conjunction that makes the Shabbat like a title. You get what I'm saying? So the day of rest is Shabbat one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have to say Yawam, which is why I'm thinking that's what that is. But again, I'm not really sure all the way. But Shabbat Yawam is definitely rest day. You know what I'm saying? It's rest day. But I'll double check with that. You know what I'm saying? I'll write that down in my notes and ask Officer Hazahab or somebody over me that probably knows more. All right. But that was a good question. Shabbat one, Sabbath observance, Sabbatism, weekly Sabbath, day of atonement, sabbatical year. I believe that Shabbat one is like a title, right? You see how it says Sabbath observance. You know what I'm saying? Day of atonement. I guess calling it this because that's. I forget the rule on that one, but I know that when that one is always associated with like a title. So I ask. All right. Where was that going? Okay. Where we at? What time? We got about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Okay. So what I wanted to do is form phrases. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? In Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? We learning our Hebrew. I should probably make my screen a little bigger.
How do I?
All right, so with Hebrew, right? You forming sentences. We done learned some of our verbs, learn some vowels. I mean, it's like we learn some nouns.
Salakia.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, remember last class we learned Kazakyam.
Kazakian.
Right? Does that mean strong hand, right?
Kazakyad.
Kazakyad.
Yeah.
Also remember Kazakyayan.
Right, strong drink. Or strong wine, I should say. So Kazak Yayan is strong wine, which would be like your Douce and your Hennessy.
Right.
Right? Whereas Yayan, you know what I'm saying? They both pretty much the same, right? Yayan is alcohol. No matter how you want to put it. You would say, like we would say culturally, we would say Kazak Yayan because it's that strong stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's not the grape stuff, even though alcohol like Hennessy is made from grapes. I don't know if people know that. Hennessy is literally made from grapes. So it's wine, but it's strong wine. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The grapes were just aged longer, or however the process was, it made that the fermentation of that grape stronger. Whereas the regular wine, the stuff that I'm drinking right here, you know what I'm saying, this purple stuff, that's yayan. You know what I'm saying? It's wine, it's regular wine. It's just yayan, but at the same time, Hennessy is yayan. But we culturally we call it Kazak yayan because it's stronger than the average wine.
So would you call beer yayan as well? Or is that a different category?
It's a good question. I think it is a different category. I don't know. I couldn't answer that. I definitely think it's a different category. I might be wrong, but I partly believe that it's different because it's not from a grape. But then again, an alcoholic beverage doesn't have to be from a grape to be called yayan. For instance, rum is yayan, but it's made from sugar. It's made from brown sugar.
Right, Salakia. So how do you call a grape?
Well, let's look it up. Let me know when you got it. I got it. Got it?
Not yet, I don't.
I'm gonna play some music because I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. So, wow.
All right, I got it now.
All right, no sweat. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. My brothers, they ain't no fraud. Authority, we stay in charge. These scriptures on one accord.
hard. U.P.K. run the boulevard, and you just a buster. Don't come close to the army of the Lord, 'cause we the host. We everywhere from coast to coast. We on Shamar, holding post. Gotta keep that zeal to the end, till Yahweh shall come and I'm on that UFO. You can't serve two masters, you gonna have to lose your life and let it go. From city to city, state to state, we travel, doing the work of the Lord. Loving your brother is long suffering. To me, it ain't hard. The Spirit is in me, that's the comforter given to all of the disciples. Me and Officer hopping out at the gun range, shooting off all of the rifles. Protect my nation, it ain't no thing to lay down my life for my friends. Ain't worried about the bands and making a lot of ends. The home of the truth ain't no pretense. America is a wicked empire, that's no lie. I prophesy judgment on this nation until I die. Wake up morning, noon, and night, serving the God of Israel. Keeping the zeal of the Lord, my oath I must fulfill. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal. That's right. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal. Don't stop. Gotta keep that zeal for real. Gotta keep that zeal.
As I hit the battlefield, just watch me blaze this fire. I stay fresh with my boots lacing this one West attire. Come and ask me about my fringes. I know you see them swinging. Don't be hating on the priest. You see these lives that we changing and explaining how the Christian church has misled our people. Above all nations, but they'll tell you that we equal. Man, that shit evil. My zeal lit. Ain't no stopping it. And all my brothers shooters like Stoyakovich. You poppin' shit will fall on you. We ain't gonna hesitate. Me and I when y'all you.
All right, so what did you get?
Other one I got parat.
All right, what does it mean?
Means grapes.
That's what it says?
Actually, according to the lexicon, it says something scattered, or the scattered grapes.
Right. That's different. That's a different context.
Right,
so
right.
What you want to do is go to Genesis 49:11. This is a better context.
Khan.
All right, let me know when you got it. Go ahead. Read the name of the give me the name, like pronunciation, and then give me the lexicon definition.
Khan.
Go ahead.
I have Ainab.
Mm-hmm.
Means grape.
Yeah, that's what I have.
In the lexicon, it means cluster of grapes.
All right, grapes. I just got grapes. I don't have cluster. Maybe that's in
the lexicon.
Okay.
I could be wrong though.
No. I mean, shoot. It also means wine, right? Well,
because I am seeing Ainabium.
Right. Ainabium would be grapes, right?
It'd be like more than one, right? Like plural.
Yes. Plural, exactly.
So that would be a cluster of grapes, then.
Right. Ainabium would be a cluster of grapes. Ainab is grape. Feel what I'm saying? And then in this definition, it even shows you that it's related to wine. It shows you different instances where this word is considered wine as well. Which is yayan. Grape is ainab.
What would ainab yayan mean?
I guess it would be grape wine. I have never seen that in anywhere in the Bible. Not saying it don't exist. I just never seen it. But
I wonder if it turns into a different drink though.
Yeah, I would just turn it. I would just say Yayan because that is a great drink. It is a great wine. You know what I'm saying?
What about juice? I don't want.
Let me see. Hold on. I think I got that word.
It's in the song.
So what? Want to know words? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like.
Right.
I like to look up words, figure out what they mean. Because I was going to do that. I was going to have, we're just going to sit here and pull up a bunch of words and use them in a sentence, right? So, all right, while we're here, let me do that real quick, right? So let's do
Salaki. Salaki for interrupting your class.
No. This perfect. This perfectly goes with it. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I want to say I want a grape, right? I want a grape. How would you say I? How would you say I? Come on, Crystal Morris. Where you at with it? That's funny. Because I was sitting here chewing on grapes. That's what y'all heard me smacking on earlier. That grapes right here.
I found the word for juice.
What's the word for I?
The word for I?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I knew that one too. You told me before Passover to say.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I need the pronoun, not the possessive pronoun, but the actual pronoun. Right. You can see that?
Anya?
Yep. Anya. Anya is I. That's your pronoun. That's your subject pronoun. Anya, right? Anya is your subject pronoun. Right? So now you have to say want. Want is rawataza. Rawataza ha. Rawataza. Okay, Anya rawataza ainab. One word. Rawataza ha. Anya rawataza ainab. I want a grape because it's not ainab ya, so it's not I want grapes. It's just Anya rawataza ainab. I want a grape. I want grape. Singular. If you add a yum, Anya rawataza ainabyum, I want grapes. Not a grape, but grapes. I want grapes. Okay. So I Ra Wa Tazaf. Ooh. Right. So let's say I need.
So like I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
I found Juice H6071. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Isayas.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar. Say it again.
Isayas.
Okay, well, read the definition.
Sweet wine. Wine pressed out juice.
Where is that?
That is. I lost my place.
Song of Solomon?
It's in Deuteronomy 28, I believe. No, it's a song. The Song of Songs.
Song of
8 and
Solomon.
2.
Right. That's what I have. The juice of my pomegranate. So yeah, so what's sauce? Oh, it's like a I.S.U.P.K. So are you trying to put that together? Is that what you're trying to do?
I just want to know how to say juice. Isayas, right?
Yeah, I.S.U.P.K. And yeah, all right, Kristen Morris is correct. She got it right eventually. Yeah, you've been going a while, so we have learned words, man. So I'm gonna give you some that are new to you and new to the rest of the class because they already learned a bunch of them, right? Just so you can get some more vocabulary, some verbs, and some and some nouns. All right, so a few verbs are. I think we went over this one before. Ahab. Ahab is love. I think we might have went over that one before, but just in case. That's a good one to start off. Ahab is love, which is a verb. All right. Okay. Ooh, some more that they don't have.
So like I don't want the camera got blurry.
All right, you'll face it. All right,
Watch
love
it.
is Ahab. Iraq is, it's kind of getting blurry again. Iraq is order.
So like so that's the meaning for the country as well.
What?
Iraq.
Not Iraq. Nah. Mm-mm. I'm not like, I think Iraq is an Arab, is an Arabic word, and it's spelled IRAQ. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the word Iraq. I don't think Iraq has anything to do with Iraq. You know what I'm saying? But the word for that is order. I guess I'll give you, this is a noun. So maybe I'll put verb, V for verb, N for noun. Okay? Lightning. Y'all may know this one. Maybe not. All right? Rock. All right, you got Iraq, you got Barack. Barack, not B-R-A-B-A-R-K. I'm sorry, not B-A-R-A-K. All right, which is blessed. It is a verb. Barack being blessed, but this is Barack with a qua, meaning lightning, like thunder and lightning. All right. All right. Lead is a verb meaning, which is ira para. Ira para, to lead. right? Yalak is to follow or go. I think I did too many of these. I'll put this one. This is a good one. Keep this one. Keep this one on your in your repertoire. Wow, did that backwards. Bod. Not I bod, but bod. I bod is serve, work. Okay. Those are a few verbs and nouns, mostly verbs. Okay. But this is part of also learning this language. You know what I'm saying? You get the alphabet and the numbers, you know what I'm saying, which is fundamental. You can't learn a language without knowing the alphabet, the characters of that language. All right. And then you build up your vocabulary. You build up your vocabulary, you get words that you build up this vocabulary to know the words that you can use in Hebrew, like ahab, Iraq, Barak, right? Rath, Yalak, Abad, and Ibad. You build up this vocabulary. Once you have enough nouns, verbs, adjectives, conjunctions, or conjugations. The conjunctions is what I meant, Salakia. You got verbs, nouns, conjugations. You got subject pronouns. You got possessive pronouns. You got what's it called? I always forget this one, man. Subject pronouns, possessive pronouns, and man, and another one. Forget it. Don't even worry about it. You got all these different, vocabulary, just like in English. In English, you got verbs and adjectives and all that stuff, just the same. You know what I'm saying? So these are just a few that'll help you out and teach you some Hebrew, so that way you know the language you're speaking. You got words that you can use. Shalom, peace. You understand? Peace is really a noun, or it's like it. Peace is a adjective, but can be used as a verb. You know what I'm saying? But you can't use it like piecing, like I'm piecing you. You know what I'm saying? Which is why Shalom doesn't exist, because they try. It's almost as if you're trying to make Shalom a verb. You can't make shalom a verb because it's an adjective. Peace is an adjective. You get what I'm saying? But we can say it like a verb, like peace out. You know what I'm saying? All right, peace. You know what I'm saying? but it's not really it's not literally that. We're using it that way because that's just how Black people communicate. All right, but that's your vocabulary. You see any questions really? This is Salaki, sir. Hold on one second. Salaki, sir, did I message the right account on Facebook? I mean, anyone is fine. Sometimes I don't check the other ones. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my Facebook. But anyone is fine. I'll get to it. I probably didn't log into that Facebook. But let me check real quick. Go ahead with your question, Suwak. Yeah, I got you.
So if I were to say, okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I was talking to Crystal. I got her message.
So if I were to say, Adawam Abad, is that being said correctly?
What are you trying to say?
Destroy Esau or Edom?
Say it one more time.
Destroy Edom?
I mean, in Hebrew. Say it in Hebrew.
Abad Adawam?
Yeah.
Or would it be the other way around?
No, I mean, Abad Adawam. Is it Adawam? Yeah, Abad Adawam. Yeah. I think that was in the camp speaking. I think that might have been in the camp speaking like back in the day. Huh?
Florida?
No, in Philly or something like that. Yeah, I think one of the seven heads might have said it way back. Abad out of one. Abad out of one. And then destroy the Edom. Or destroy Edom. Yeah. Or you could say, I guess you could say Abad ha out of one, but it's kind of like Spanish, right? Sometimes in Spanish sometimes in Spanish you don't say the whole word, like you don't say the whole phrase. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second. All right, come on. So, like I was saying, so you were saying something, Suwak?
I just want to know what side would it be? Like, would it be Adawam Abad or Abad Adawam?
Yeah, I don't want. I mean, Abad Adawam.
Abad Adawam.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say about out of one. All right. What's the other one? Fall on him. I just had this one. Pagaibawa is fall on him. Pagaiba. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. All right, so Pagai out of one would be, or Pagai but out of one would be fall on Edom, right? Or hurt Edom, right? Well, we would say fall on them because that's just the culture, but hurt is what the word would be, or afflict Edom, Pagai but out of one. Right? Because ba it can be in or on. You know, like I think Spanish is like that too. In, right? In can be in or on. Am I correct?
You said N?
Yeah, in, like en in Spanish.
Can you give me an example?
Okay, like if I was to say, yo trabajando en mi español. Wait, no, yo trabajando, en mi español, right? I'm working on my Spanish.
So it's N then.
Yeah, in. But is it like, okay, so in like I-N?
La.
So it's like
It's a A. A is a E.
Right. In, which means I'm working on, right? Like it could be, so it's in, what I'm saying is in is interchangeable with in, like I-N and on, O-N.
Right.
Right.
It's N-I-N.
Right. And ba is the same way. Ba can be interchangeable with in, I-N, and on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like the same word. You could be in it or you could be on it. So it's the same thing. If you on a horse, it's no different than you being in a car.
Right. So when something is on top, it's encima.
Encima?
Right.
Okay. Okay, but that's different though. Like that's not okay. So I can't use car or horse, right? But
so if you say a horse, encima caballo.
Right.
It's on top of the horse.
Got you. I understand. Okay. I'm working on a little bit of Spanish. You did. You know what I'm saying? I want to incorporate it into Hebrew so everybody can see how you can, everybody, if you speak Spanish, you know what I'm saying, you can still understand how to translate even Spanish into Hebrew. But shoot, I might need some work.
We're gonna get there. Me and you.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we can get there.
I know we can catch up.
Yeah, I know we can. So all right, that's what we got for now, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer.
I was gonna ask you. Go ahead, Shalaki.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you. You're gonna give homework for next week?
I'm trying to, man. I've been so busy, man.
Right.
There's no excuse, but I definitely want to give y'all some homework just so you can study while you're not in class, but also tune into the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? Interact with the Sabbath service. If you're going out to read, man, go out to read so that you can read the Hebrew. If you're not reading, you should be reading along and looking for words. You know what I'm saying? Identifying words, using what you've learned in the Sabbath service. I mean, in the Lashawan Qadash class, to be able to identify words when you see them in the Lashawan in the Tanakh. I do it all the time. When we reading, I try to identify it. You know what I'm saying? I say it out loud, like, oh, that means this. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to put it in practice. I want my mind to automatically know when I see a word that I know, I want it to register. Oh, okay, that means 13. You know what I'm saying? Shalash Aisharam. Shalash Arabai. So like, what am I saying? Shalash Aishara 13. When I see that, I know it's 13. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to do that as often as I can. And that alone right there is your homework. These notes that you're taking in class, that's your homework. I can't tell you how many times I go over something in this class and then we read it tomorrow.
Right.
You see that very same word, or you might see all of these damn words tomorrow in the Sabbath service. You might see all of them because I've seen it. It's happened before. I'll go over the word and then we'll be reading. We'll be sitting at the table reading the Sabbath, or reading the Tanakh, and then I'll see a handful of the words that I was just looking at the day before. So, you know what I'm saying? Study them notes and then look for those words when you're reading the Tanakh. That's what's going to help you to identify these words, and that's what's in turn going to help you get better in speaking Hebrew and identifying reading Hebrew. You say you'll get these words now. You'll realize that you got a vocabulary now. You know what words mean now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to go over very common words. I try to go over common words. You say, sir, you're going to see I-Ba tomorrow. I can almost guarantee it. You're going to see Barak. All right? You're going to see Iraq. You're going to see Aha. It's all throughout the scriptures. You're going to see these words. I try to use these words because these are the most common words that we see.
Come on.
Lead, Arapara. You know what I'm saying? These are words that you see all the time. So.
Right. Barak we always use.
Always. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the occasion, you're always going to see Barak. You might see lightning. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading in Genesis, you're definitely going to see lightning. It's going to say Barak. All right, so with that, man, I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. Be over the time. It was a pleasure having y'all in class. Pleasure, the water to you. You an officer or you a trooper?
Officer, I don't know.
All right, Most High in Christ, man.
Officer 50.
Most High in Christ, man. Officer
Most High in Christ.
In the building. You know what I'm saying? The water for jumping in. You know what I'm saying? All the way from where you from?
So I can meet?
Yeah, where you from? Like, what city you in?
I'm in the Albany camp.
Yeah, right.
Albany, New York.
Most High in Christ, all the way from the Albany camp. You know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. The water for joining us. You know what I'm saying? The water for all of y'all joining us on the stream. You know what I'm saying? The water to Crystal Morris. You know what I'm saying? Always studious and you know what I mean? Always there to give an answer. So the water, y'all. With that, man, I'm going to salute y'all out. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak.
Yahweh Shem Shabrak.
All right, Yahweh Shemar Lathan Ba'Shem Yahushai to all the sisters.
Yahweh Shemar Lathan Ba'Shem Yahushai.
All right, the water again. I'll get y'all next time. Shalom.
Shalom, Adawan.